Today we're talking about triangle interior angles. You have a triangle, which is made of 3 sides and 3 angles. So what type of triangle is this? Let's classify. Is this a right triangle, acute triangle, or obtuse triangle? Well, since I see a right angle here, this is a right triangle. What's the measure of the 3 interior angles? Well, we know this one is a right angle. This is an acute angle, and this is an acute angle. This right angle is 90 degrees. If you take out a protractor and measure this interior angle, it is 45 degrees. If you get your protractor and measure this interior angle, which is acute, we know it's less than 90 degrees, it is 45 degrees. How do I know that? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So if you add the interior angles, the 3 interior angles, what will they add up to? 90, 45, 45. Together, the 3 interior angles add up to, 180 degrees. Does it work all the time? Let's try another one. Let's draw this type. Classify this triangle as either acute, right, or obtuse. Well, since I see an obtuse angle here, it must be an obtuse triangle. What kind of angle is this? Acute. What kind of angle is this? Classify this angle, acute. So, let's find the measure of each interior angle. Let's start with obtuse. What's the definition? More than 90. So we know the number has to be more than 90. Starts at 0. Remember, don't start aside. There's nothing here to measure. Start at 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 degrees. This one, I know is going to be less than 90 degrees. So start at 0, 10, 20, 30 degrees. If I have to guess, I think this is going to be 30 degrees. It's 120 plus 30 is 150. And since I think I know interior angles add up to 180, I think this is going to be 30, but let's make sure. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20. Oh, goodness. Let me go back here. That's 30. Did I not draw this correctly? This is supposed to be 30. Yeah, it is right here. 30 degrees. So let's add up these interior angles. 120 plus 30 plus 30 adds up to 180 degrees. So the interior angles add up to 180 degrees. What happens if they give you 2? Is that cannot use your protractor? Can you answer this question without your protractor? Oh no. So let's look at this. What type of angle is this? Classify this angle. I think it's acute. It looks acute to me. So I know this answer will be less than 90 degrees. Well, let's find the sum of these two, A and B. A and B adds up to 100 degrees. What should I add to 100 to get 180 degrees? Because I know it adds up to 180 degrees. Well, I can do this in my head. 80. So the missing measure of angle C is 80 degrees. But if you cannot do it in your head like Mr. Joe, what was the opposite of adding? Subtracting. You know it adds up to 180 minus the sum of this, 60 plus 40 is 100. What do you have left? 80 degrees. Let's try another one. Let's make this a little harder. What happens if they give you an isosceles triangle? They tell you this one, but they didn't tell you the 2 base angles. Well, you know all 3 interior angles add up to 180, right? You take away this 40, you have 140 degrees left to play with. Well, there are 2 angles. Don't they look the same? If I fold my paper, they look the same to me. And it is isosceles, because remember, isosceles, eyes mean two of the angles, two of the sides are the same. They're equivalent. So if I have 140 and I need to split it into both parts, what's half of 140? 70. So it is 70. 70 plus 70 plus 40 adds up to 180. So the main thing you need to know about triangle angles is the interior angles add up to 180 degrees. If they give you two of the numbers, you can quickly find the third number by adding up the sum of these two, subtracting from 180, and then you'll have the last number. If they only give you one number, you subtract that one angle from 180 and then split it into two parts. So that is triangle angles adds up to 180 degrees.